In a flurry of panic, Cinderella ran off, leaving behind a crystal slipper. The prince vowed to find this girl. The next day, he ordered all the women in the country to try on the shoe. Any maiden who could put it on would become his princess. Cinderella rushed home to find the other crystal slipper, only to discover that her stepmother had taken it. The wicked stepmother not only shattered her crystal slipper, but also locked her in the attic. At this very moment, all the young women in the country came to try on the shoe. However, after many days, no one could fit into it. The prince then decreed that every household should try, not letting any female be missed. Suddenly, all the women became obsessed, fantasizing about being able to wear this crystal slipper. Even smearing their feet with oil was futile. Even grandmothers wanted to give it a try. Soon, every corner of the country had been covered, with only Cinderella's family remaining. The greedy stepmother hurried out to welcome them. Cinderella in the attic had no idea who had come downstairs, nor did she care, as no one knew she was locked up there. Meanwhile, downstairs, the two stepsisters had already started trying on the shoe, but to no avail. Even using all their strength, they couldn't make it fit. The younger sister pushed the elder aside, her eyes nearly popping out, but still couldn't get into the slipper. Although heartbroken, Cinderella upstairs did not despair. She knew that the dance with the prince would become a beautiful and long-lasting memory. Her beautiful singing voice even moved the mice. To let more people hear this lovely voice, the mice opened the window. Just as the guards were about to return, they suddenly heard a woman singing. David asked the stepmother if there were any other girls, but she denied it. The Duke also said they must return quickly. David accused her of lying, but the Duke insisted on leaving. Unexpectedly, the prince had slipped into the entourage. He ordered the guards to invite the singing maiden. The wicked stepmother still tried to prevent Cinderella from leaving the room, threatening her as a mother. However, Cinderella retorted that she was not and would never be her mother. Did her current status and family background match the prince? This time, there was no magic to help her. Regardless, this was the truest version of herself. When she appeared as Cinderella, she was still the princess in the prince's heart. The prince personally put the beautiful crystal slipper on her foot. At this moment, their meeting seemed like a twist of fate. She then returned to the palace with the prince. Before leaving, the kind-hearted Cinderella forgave her stepmother for all she had done. However, no matter what, the stepmother and her two daughters would eventually leave and never return. The prince and Cinderella held a grand wedding ceremony. As queen, Cinderella remained as compassionate and kind as ever. They were regarded as the most just and benevolent rulers in the kingdom's history.